Morning Crafty peeps, welcome to our 4th October Craftology box tutorial, and today I thought it'd be really cute to make a fall themed paintbrush that I could hang as decor. So first of all, I got this at the Dollar Tree and I really prefer the ones with the wooden handles. And this is not actual, this is synthetic right here, so you're probably going to want to gesso this as well. Some of the stuff I'm going to be using is our Bow Bunny or slash Pen Dart Primer Paste Gesso. I'm also thinking about using the Bow Bunny White Crackle Paste. I might even use the Bow Bunny Black Gesso. I'm not sure yet about that one though, but I'm definitely going to be using the Pen Art Decor Varnish, and this is the matte version of it instead of glossy. This is going to seal that paint in so that if I hang it somewhere, the paint's not going to come off or drip off. So this is really cool stuff. I love it. But anyway, again, the paper collection we're going to be using is A Perfect Autumn by Echo Park. And I will be back in just a second. I'm just going to take this off and we'll get started. You're going to need a paintbrush or art glitter glue, and just some water and some, paper or something to paint on. So I will be right back. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is get my gesso. And I'm just basically going to paint the entire brush and along here and the sides as well. And then at this point, I'm going to go quiet, and we'll kind of do like a little speed through because, otherwise we'd be here for hours while I'm painting. And then I'm going to let it set to dry for just a minute. Well, probably about, 10 minutes or so, and then it should be dry. You could even use your heat gun as well, and that will speed up the process. And then we'll go ahead and put on our actual coat of paint that we're going to use, and I will show you that in just a minute. Okay, so my first paint that I did was, aside from my gesso, was I went ahead and I used this color called Autumn Orange by Anita's Acrylic. And I thought this was a pretty cute orange. I wanted something a little bit darker. I probably would have used like a burnt umber, but that's okay. I had to throw away most of my paint when I was in Texas before I moved. So I kind of missed out on that. But now I'm going to dry brush on some of my Bow Bunny White Crackle Paste. And then I'm just going to let that dry on its own. Oops, hold on. Looks like I got some orange paint in here. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put on my crackle paint. And I'm going to put it on kind of thick because then it will crackle. If you don't, it won't. And I'm not going to do the center here because that's actually where I'm going to put my paper down, and I don't want my paper to get really bumpy. It's looking pretty good so far. So basically I used kind of like a glitter spray on here. for a bow bunny, and it's like a copper color. And I thought that kind of toned down that orange a little bit. So I'm really happy with how that turned out. And look at the crackle. It's looking good. Here, let me move it over there. That's a little better. Okay, so now I can go ahead and get out my pattern paper. Let me just make sure. Yeah, this is pretty dry to the touch. Because I need to trace it. And I'm thinking I want to use the fall leaves. Let me see here. We've got, oh, that's cute too. We've got the owls. I don't know, that's a little bit lighter than what I'm wanting. And then I've got the foxes. Let me see. I'm thinking I'm going to use this brown one. I don't know why, but I'm feeling it. But I really do like the leaves too. Okay, I'll use the leaves. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get out my little, I only need this portion of it traced pretty much. So I'm just going to line it up to right about there. And I have a little mechanical pencil. These are my favorite to use because I feel like they get closer in. I'm going to hold this down. And I probably should have traced this before I painted it, but that's okay because now it's going to be a little bit bumpy. But once I cut it out, it should be all right. Okay. Now, see how bumpy that was? Yep, I should have cut that out first. Let me grab my Tim Holtz scissors. Let me go ahead and start. I'm actually going to go a little bit on the inside of this line that I traced because I know that my brush is actually thinner than this thing here. And I will just keep on trimming around until I get to the point where I think that it looks the best. Okay, now I can kind of line this up and see how it looks. So now I'm just going to ink around my edges. I'm going to go ahead and use my sepia colored Prima ink. And I'm really going to get that in there. Just darken it up, make it look a little more fallish. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and varnish it. Let me get out this old paper again, or chipboard, because I don't want to ruin my new stuff. And this is that Pentart Decor Varnish matte color, and I'm just going to brush that on and then let it dry, and I'll be right back once it's dry. Okay, now that I finished putting on a thin coat of my decor varnish, I'm going to go ahead and flip this over and mark where the hole is supposed to be for my brush. So I'm just going to hold this into place, and I'm going to grab my little pencil and just mark it there. And hopefully I can see that. I'm going to get out my We Are Memories Keeper punch. And I'm going to use the large hole punch. And go ahead and make a hole there. So now at this point, I'm just going to grab my art glitter glue, okay? And I'm going to apply this liberally, okay? So we're almost going to do this kind of like Mod Podge, okay? But instead, we're using our art glitter glue. And I'm going to do this in sections. That way I can hold it into place in each area without having to worry about there being bubbles or something lifting or not, you know, going down like it should. It's just easier for me to do it in sections. You can do the whole thing if you want. And go ahead and get some glue there in that corner. Hold it down. And then the same as here. And then I can just keep moving my way up here. All the way to the edge. It's okay if you do a lot. It's no big deal at all. We want a lot on here. And I'm just going to burnish it down and hold it down. Still, I should have probably, you know, made a couple more sections of this before putting it down, but I think it's going to work out okay. Okay, so one more thing I want to do is add my ribbon. And we have this really cute orange ribbon here. And if you're going to wrap some stuff around the front, you know, place some stuff on the front like I am, then it's okay to go ahead and stop it here. But that way they won't see the edge of the paintbrush, if that makes any sense. Or not edge of the paintbrush, edge of the ribbon. I'm just going to keep on gluing it around. Tamara does also sell the fabric glue for art glitter glue. And then I can trim it. And apply the rest. And I think it's looking pretty cute so far. Now I feel like I lost some of my shimmer here, so I'm going to add a little bit more of my glitter spray. Even though I've already varnished it, I just feel like the varnish kind of wiped some of that off. So I'll do another layer of that, and then I'm going to start pre-cutting out some of the pieces that I want, and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm just going to use one of the pieces from the sticker sheet and add this on here. Just applying some art glitter glue so that, you know, it won't come up on me at all. Just going to hold it into place. And then also I used one of my medium to small circle dies, and I'm going to go ahead and ink that with my sepia ink. Let me move this out of the way. And I think first of all, before I actually glue anything down, I'm just going to try some things out and see what I like. It's kind of harder for the stickers because those, once I decide on something, I do pretty much have to put it down. Let's see here. I'm thinking about using the truck. I'm going to use some foam dots on that one to pop it up a little bit. Let me grab those out. And I want this to stay pretty sturdy, so I'm pretty much going to cover it all with the foam dots. And go ahead and peel these off, and I am going to add it on here. So I'm just going to add that right there. And then I like some of the other stickers on here. I really like this fall sticker, but I might need to move this down in order to really put that one on here. Let's see where we could. Yeah, I'm thinking that'll look really cute. So I'm going to have to pop this up underneath there. Okay, so let me go ahead. I'm going to put that right there on the corner there so I don't lose it. I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. Okay. I'm going to have to add more foam to really get this in place. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the backing on this because I'm going to add it on there. Oops, let me move it up a little bit. I lied. We'll turn that one sideways. Okay, I think this is looking super cute. Oops, this is starting to come off. I'm gonna have to add more glue on here and really hold it down. You add a little more glue here just in case. Hold that into place. Okay, so I think we're almost done here. I'm just going to add on some more little accents of the pumpkin and the acorns and the leaves. So I'm going to go silent here, and or you can just fast forward it to the end and see what I did. Well, this concludes the end of my tutorial. I don't know why I blanked out on y'all for a second. But anywho, this concludes the end of the tutorial. The only thing I'm going to do is spray some of my seam binding ribbon that I bought from Tamara Store. This is just the white. So I'm going to spray those up with some different fall colors. And then I'll come back at the end. And also I realize I'm going to have to glue gun this down on the sides. It keeps wanting to pop up. So anyway, I hope you all enjoy the tutorial. I hope you like what you see, and I can't wait to see y'all. So I hope you do try this because I really think that these painted paint brushes are so super cute. Have a fabulous day, guys. Bye. Mwah.